Gee, welcome to the workshop. Today's guitar is quite possibly the most beautiful guitar that I've ever had the pleasure of working on, building, or any of that. Of course, it is a SG style guitar. We've got the 3.3 headstock on it. It's similar to the open book, but not quite the open book. You will also notice that she is made of exotic woods and that it is a neck-through design. Let's see, where do I start? There's so many great things about this. Let's start with the wood. It is a mahogany body with a Mexican bacote cap on either side here. The neck is a maple neck with a mahogany stripe down the middle. You'll see that right there. We've got the Mexican wood here on the fretboard again, and then it has a rosewood overlay on the top. You will also notice that this thing is completely decked out with some incredible inlay. We've got the flower inlay on the headstock there. Up here at the third fret, we've got the hummingbird. Then we've got the flower motif on there on the fretboard there. Down here on the body, again, all inlaid mother of pearl pieces. I mean, we've got a couple of hummingbirds on here as well as all the flowers. Of course, everything is perfectly smooth. You don't feel it. And unlike some of those other guys on eBay that use stickers, this is the real deal. The guy that did the work for me has all kinds of instruments all over the world. He's been doing it for 20-some years. I could never even begin to be as good as this, so that's why I had somebody else do it. Coming over here to the frets, we got the medium frets on here. The neck is a D-shaped neck. Now it is thicker than a lot of your modern thin necks that you're going to find on your Epiphone or your or some of your Gibson SGs. I have short fingers, and you can see how far they wrap around. So even though it's a little bit thicker than normal with the D-shaped neck and all, it's still comfortable to play. Down here, electronics-wise, I've got a couple of nice chrome-covered humbuckers in here. Still got the plastic on it. The bridge measures at 10.4K. The neck measures at 9.1, so you can still rock out. I don't know if you're necessarily going to be playing any metal with this guitar. But being that they're quality pickups and they've been wax potted and so on and so forth, you'll notice here once I get the distortion kicked on that they do take quite a bit of gain, so no bad squeal, whatnot. Down here in the electronics department, I've got an Epiphone wiring harness in here, so we've got the typical three-way switch, and then we've got your standard volume, tone, and then your output jack, of course. So, that said, it is now time to demonstrate the sound capabilities of this guitar. I do have my trusty Crate GTD 15R amp. The other day somebody goes, how can you use such a cheap amp to do your demos? And I tell them simply this, if it sounds good on a cheap amp, just think how good it's going to sound on any of your hand-wired amps, you know, an old Fender Champ, an old Princeton, Roland Jazz Chorus, or anything that's out there nowadays. So yeah, so if it sounds good on a crap amp, how good is it going to sound on a good amp? There it is. That's my motto. I should make t-shirts. Alright, so I'm going to back this level back just a little bit. Going to make this mellow. We're going to start out with the bridge in clean. Go to the neck. bass, I mean the neck pickup. Bringing it back all the way up, gonna break off the bridge pickup a little bit. I will note at this point in the bridge neck combined position, you could get some really great jazzy tones. The slightly thicker neck combined with the neck through design really ups the sustain on this. I'm not even going to pretend to play any sort of jazzy stuff because, yeah, I just can't. So, alright, so now I'm going to take this back up. Switch is going to go up right here. Bring the volumes all the way back up. Now I'm going to kick on the gain. I've got the gain at about 1/3.